Everyone can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, can you see that?
లేదు గౌతమి ఒక్క నిమిషం.
I can see gratitude, Gautam Meher.
Yes.
Gratitude.
Not yet.
Is there anyone else to join?
Yes. చూస్తున్నా కనపడుతుంది.
జాయిన్ అయ్యాడు. I think Kiran just now joined. Yes.
No, I've been here for last 5 minutes through the prayer. Jai Baba.
Okay.
I can see.
Shall I start?
Yep.
Okay. So, guys, I'll dive in right away. Gratitude. The topic for today is gratitude, and the agenda would be first I would be talking about various definitions about gratitude. Then next comes the religious. How did the religious their view or their take on the gratitude, and various spiritual gurus what they talked about gratitude, and what's the modern philosophy take on this. Okay, so broadly facing on this one, not very exhaustive, very briefly, I'll be talking taking you through this presentation. According to the dictionary, gratitude means the quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Gratitude and indebtedness are different. So both the emotions follow help, but the point is in indebtedness, the recipient of the gratitude can avoid the person who has helped them. Suppose, for example, any cash was given to cash or kind or whatever it's given to the recipient, and he might in future avoid the person who has helped them. But gratitude is different. In gratitude, it motivates the recipient to seek out for the benefactor, to the giver or the donor, and he tends to improve their relationship. So it's not a bilateral thing that happens in gratitude, but indebtedness, it's more of a mechanical thing where a unilateral transfer of anything that happens between two persons. So now,
Gautam.
Yeah.
Can you go a little slower?
Oh, okay. Slow.
Pace కొంచెం తగ్గిస్తావా?
Yeah, sure.
Jai Baba.
Yeah. So next, coming to the motivator of any benefits with this gratitude. Actually, there was a study. ఒక జ్యువెలరీ షాప్ లో they put up a sale. Okay, sale put up చేసిన తర్వాత to the customers who came to the sale, they sent a thank you card. Okay, what they found was those customers to whom a thank you card was done, there was a 70% increase of sales. Similarly, servers in the restaurant who gave a thank you card to their clients had a higher tip than this one. So we can see some motivation for this sort of behavior also. Am I going slow? That's fine. How's it?
Good.
Okay, I'll go slow. That's not a problem. Coming to the various religious religions take on gratitude.
కొంచెం ఫస్ట్ స్లైడ్ డెఫినేషన్ చూపించావు, అది బిఫోర్ ఐ రెడ్ జస్ట్ చేంజ్డ్ ఇట్ అన్నమాట.
Okay. This is the dictionary meaning, Chinana. The quality of being thankful, readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness.
Next slide, Gautam. This one.
Yeah, this is indebtedness versus gratitude anamata. Gratitude endante the receiver and the giver, both of them cultivate a relationship. They have a relationship. Indebtedness koda, it occurs following help, but the recipient might not always reciprocate the gratitude which is sent or the help which is given to him. You got it right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So what about the various religions? Okay, Jewish lo endante according to the Hebrew, oh Lord, I'll give you thanks to you forever and antar. Okay, and Jews also, they have 3 times prayer. It's called Amidah, and there it is announced a prayer lo endante we give thanks to you and also. So Jewish religion endante there's a lot of emphasis on gratitude. In the Christianity, Martin Luther King, he said that gratitude is the basic Christian attitude, and it is referred to as the heart of the gospel. And Christians ఏంటంటే they consider Jesus Christ as a selfless giver of all things, and there is a deep sense of gratefulness among Christians to share this common bond. And Islam ఎలా అంటదంటే encourages its followers to give thanks to God in all circumstances. Whereas coming to Hinduism I searched in the internet. Actually, my knowledge is internet in Hinduism. I searched out in the Gita, and Krishna says, surrendering to God to receive His grace. That was his thankfulness and the gratitude gurinchi reference ichindannamata. And later, during the phases of Hinduism, there are two phases. Initial phase lo endante they used to thank the natural elements. Okay, the concept of God was not there. They used to thank the God for its land to stay upon, the sunlight for its light, the air to breathe, and the water to quench their thirst. Later, the concept of God kept in. So that time, slowly, these things came up. Actually, these were more written in the Upanishads, like Tedrayar Upanishad, this was written like. In fact, it was because of him that we exist. He has brought us to life and imparted consciousness to our soul. We don't pay any tax, but at least we feel indebted for all that he has given to us ani Upanishadlo undannamata. Coming to spiritual gurus, okay, spiritual gurus right now, Sadhguru is famous here. Sadhguru is basically a modern guru, so his take on philosophy is more modern philosophy. So gratitude, he says that not whenever it comes and goes as you please, you express gratitude. 4 core emotions ఉంటాయి మనకి. ఏంటంటే అది sad, joy, love and anger. So ఈ 4 emotions తో పాటు gratitude also should be an emotion. Okay, it is not an attitude, but it comes after realizing that.
Hey Gautam, go slow, Gautam. Go
okay.
slow. We're
Okay.
running. I'll join now.
Okay. So what his Sadhguru says is, something has been done to us, something good has been done to us by factors that are not controlled by you. Okay, and that is genuinely loving something that someone has done for you. These were his exact words, what Sadhguru said. So you are giving something something to the person, and those factors are not controlled by you, and that is something which is loving, like, and there is a reciprocation there. Okay, it is Sadhguru cheppindi. Next, coming to Gautama Buddha time lo endante gratitude was like more, the gratitude is towards the parents. Okay, he told gratitude as a measure to sustain social order, and it gives good karma on it. So this is the main thing which Gautama Buddha said. Next, coming to Meher Baba. So Balnatu, in one of his conversations with Baba, he was feeling down and he said, I just wanted to express how deeply indebted I am to you. Okay, then Baba replies as, gratitude is a most lovable way of acknowledging my unconditional compassion, and it strengthens your relationship with me. So here he says, I have no expectation for it. So mere gratitude chudiste, I don't have any expectation, but it is for your own personal good and Baba anar. Okay, and in a sense he says gratitude is the art of accepting life moment by moment in whatever situation you are in. You offer everything to me and receive everything from me. I wonder how in my daily living, Balnatu responds like, how in my daily living I can...
The previous one also is by Baba only, yeah? The previous slide.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Keep going.
And Balnatu says, I wonder how in my daily life I can remain grateful to you. Then Meher Baba says, if you are honest in wanting about you wanting to do this, you have to recognize my little graces. So in fact, he says that my Baba says, in your daily course, and whatever you are accepting, anything you see, if you say thanks to every small thing you are entitled, then it becomes gratitude. And by the way, have you ever contemplated my most precious gift to you? The human form. My human form in this part is the most precious gift to you, is what Baba says. So this is the conversation between Balnatu and Meher Baba, where Baba talks about gratitude. Okay. Next, coming to modern philosophy. So here I have dealt in detail about what gratitude matters and how how do you really dissect into that and into it. So here I will be talking about more science stuff because this is modern philosophy. I'll be talking about studies and strengths, but essentially it's going to be a simple thing in simple terms. So modern philosophy, according to the scientific journal, about 24 strengths, the 24 strengths of humans law, like which has powerhouses like love, hope, kindness, and creativity. The best predictor of good relationships and emotional well-being is gratitude and matter. So this is the single best predictor. And gratitude is the first and foremost way that alters our gaze. Okay, so gaze is something which you are focused upon. Seeing is something you just see broadly. Okay, gratitude వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే it converts your seeing into gaze. Gratitude matters. మనకి చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి స్కూల్స్, హెల్త్ కేర్ సెంటర్స్, అకాడమియాలో ఏంటంటే gratitude is essential for the individual person and the collective flourishing also. అది ఎందుకు why it is very important because it enhances all spheres of our lives and practice is readily available. Okay, this is one thing I want you to see. Living gratefully means understanding that life owes me nothing. Okay, నేను ఎవరికైనా నేను ఇస్తున్నానంటే I don't owe, life doesn't owe me anything, and all that I have is a gift, accompanied by awareness that nothing can be taken for granted. So nothing, I'm not going to take anything for granted, and life doesn't owe me anything here. That is what is called a gift. And in gratitude, we recognize that the source of goodness is outside of ourselves. And the goodness which is there, it is coming from outside. That we need to recognize, and that is the essentiality of gratitude. So I'm just going through the previous slides once and not going through it. If you see religions, వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే are religions, not Gautama Buddha and Meher Baba, what they say is express your gratitude towards me, okay, towards the specific person, towards this, not a specific person, towards God. That's the universal language anamata. All the religions advocate this because gratitude anedanta it has been a unifying factor among civilizations. So that has been a really important component. So religions have always advocated gratitude as an essential part of their religion. And that's it about the previous slide. And what is gratitude? Two stages of information processing happen in gratitude. First is the affirmation, that you recognize, that you see that what is happening there, and recognition of that gratitude. And this term gift keeps on coming up in my presentation. Gift and there are two components here, a giver and a receiver. Giver must act intentionally at some sacrifice to bestow something worthwhile. Whereas receiver needs to recognize it as something good which is freely given. Receiver eppudu dani free ga vastundi and he has to accept it. And giver, there must be some amount of self-sacrifice to bestow something worthwhile. To recognize a gift, whatever you get, whatever you receive from others, they recognize a gift is the beginning of gratitude. Don't try it for any personal happiness. It enables a person to feel good and also to do good. So what as gratitude valla emana upayagalu unnaya? What is the benefits of gratitude? One thing, it reduces the stress hormones like cortisol come down. Gratitude ఉన్న వాళ్ళకంటే dietary fat also has reduced అంట. They were more conscious about their fat intake. Despair reduced by 88% and optimism increased by 94%. Improved sleep quality. Sleep quality బాగుంది అంటే your emotional well-being is very good. So it improves the sleep quality and also reduces the depression. So these are the benefits of gratitude. Gratitude is like a fertilizer for the mind and improves connections in every realm of experience. Okay, and not just only for moment to moment well-being, but it should come into the lasting residue woven into our very being. So every moment of our existence should be with gratitude. Appude workout avutundi. So why gratitude works? So there are three things here: the amplification, rescue, and connection. Okay, am I going fast? Okay, kada? Hello.
You're doing good.
Hello, Gautam. You're going not. You're going.
పర్వాలేదు
Yes.
little slow.
Speed
Okay.
is good, but you are introducing a lot of concepts, so that's why it's slow. Bound.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what gratitude does is three things here: amplification, rescue, and connect. I'll dwell in detail in this. Amplification and ఏంటంటే the good we see in ourselves and in others is multiplied and magnified through gratitude. Okay. Paranoid అంటే తెలుసు కదా. Paranoid అంటే ఏంటంటే you are suspecting that someone is conspiring to hurt you. Okay. But there's an opposite of paranoid, being pronoia anamata. Pronoia, Pronoia. It is a belief that people are plotting to keep you happy or to making us happy. That's called paranoid. So gratitude people are pronoids. They always think that there's a good in people and everyone is plotting to keep them happy. Okay. Second thing is rescue. Though I am talking about a lot of positive things here, negativity, entitlement, resent, ఇవన్నీ at every opportunity mind tends to get hijacked with these things. ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు వస్తాయంటే this happen because of our financial fears, రిలేషన్స్లో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, గ్లోబల్ కాన్ఫ్లిక్ట్స్ లైక్ కరోనా ఎక్సెట్రా, హెల్త్ ఛాలెంజెస్, ఇవన్నిటి వల్ల ఏంటంటే వీ హ్యావ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ నెగిటివిటీ. ఫర్ దిస్ ద బెస్ట్ rescue weapon is gratitude. So gratitude is it thwarts all these threats and keeps us on track anamata. And coming to connect and ఏంటంటే man is a social animal. Okay, so we are in a society and we are a lot dependent on other people, and gratitude is the cement that solidifies all these relationships. Without this, it's going to be a relational ruin and societies would crumble. So gratitude ఏం చేస్తుందంటే it mainly does the three things. It amplifies the good in us, and you are very happy that people are plotting you to keep you happy. It rescues us from negative attitudes, and it forms bond between families and societies. How about cultivating gratitude? Basically ఏంటంటే when we start seeing past and present events in terms of gratitude, మనమే మారుతాం. The way we interpret shifts and we soften inside అన్నమాట. కొంచెం resilience and flexibility does happen in the face of a disappointing reality. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే we tend to keep comparisons. మనం ఏంటంటే ఇలా అయ్యుంటే బాగుంటుంది, the present would have been different, would have acted different in the past, the future would have been different, ఇలా అనుకుంటా ఉంటాం. However, in gratitude, we would say it could have been different or even bad, and I am grateful to what it is. And we make a downward comparison. So a downward comparison చేసుకుంటే ఏంటంటే we'll be more happier and we start seeing good in other people also. ఇదేంటంటే తన్వి few days back Instagram లో she put up a small this picture and she put up this quote on gratitude. What she says is, Bohoma Istuti is the Sri Lankan word for thank you. She talks about two things here, a variable and a constant. In our lives, gratitude is usually a variable. అంటే ఏంటంటే కావాల్సినప్పుడు చెప్పడం, కావాల్సినప్పుడు వదిలేయడం, అలాంటి చేస్తాం. And it takes people for a life-changing or a near-death experience to start using gratitude as a constant. And when they use it as a constant, then they rank it with the other core emotions, as I said before, joy, sadness, anger, and love. So అది కాన్స్టెంట్గా ఉంచాలి rather than being a variable. So instead of adopting it as a lifestyle or a variable, make sure you will show gratitude to your people around you that you encounter every day. And suppose if people don't reciprocate, then it's their loss. Coming to myths. Okay, so myths అంటే ఏంటంటే gratitude గురించి what are the negative things? Are they really negative? Okay, fine. Let's talk in detail about these 5 aspects. గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ లీడ్స్ టు కాంప్లసెన్సీ. అంటే ఏంటంటే సపోజ్ అన్నిటికీ నేను ఐఎమ్ సాటిస్ఫైడ్ విత్ దిస్, దీనికి థ్యాంక్స్ అబ్బా, దీనికి థ్యాంక్స్ అబ్బా, ఇది అంటే చిన్న చిన్న థింగ్స్ కూడా మనం సాటిస్ఫై అయిపోతుంటే యూ వోంట్ బి అంబిషియస్, you won't be motivated, and you'll be more lazy and lethargic in life. That is a myth actually, but the opposite is true. ఎందుకంటే they have done 2 studies. ఒకరికి ఏంటంటే మన గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్కి ఒక 10 weeks స్పాన్లో దే గేవ్ సమ్ గోల్స్, అండ్ దే టోల్డ్ దెమ్ ఏ గ్రూప్, దాంట్లో సబ్సెట్లో దే టోల్డ్ దెమ్ టు ఫార్మ్ ఏ గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ జర్నల్. సో వాట్ దే ఫౌండ్ వాజ్ whichever people did achieve their goals, they kept the journal. అంటే journal, gratitude journal maintain చేసిన వాళ్ళు, there was a 20% increase in achieving their goals within the span of 6 weeks. Okay, in the span of 10 weeks. So gratitude does not lead to that laziness or lethargic. In fact, it could be more productive. Okay, children also, kids around 10 years who are grateful kids, they undertook more community activities and they were more socially integrated than isolated kids. So gratitude plays a role right from the childhood. Second myth ఏంటంటే gratitude is a naive form of positive thinking. అంటే ఏంటంటే పాజిటివ్ థింకింగ్, ఆప్టిమిజంనే మనం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ అనేయచ్చు కదా, బట్ గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఇస్ మచ్ మోర్ దాన్ పాజిటివ్ థింకింగ్. ఎందుకంటే ఐల్ జస్ట్ డీవియేట్ హియర్. యూజువల్గా రిసీవర్ ఆఫ్ ద గ్రాటిట్యూడ్, ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైనా మనం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ మనం తీసుకుంటున్నాం అంటే ఒక ఇండెప్టెడ్నెస్ అండ్ ఆబ్లిగేషన్ వస్తుంది. యు ఆర్ గెటింగ్ మీ హియర్ రైట్. మనకేంటంటే when you are a receiver of gratitude, you will be in the receiving end. So you'll be the one who has received the gratitude, and there's a dependence on others, some indebtedness and obligation also, which is in fact a negative form. If I am grateful, I have to take care of it and use it in accordance with your wishes anamata. So gratitude ఉన్న people వాళ్ళకి నెగిటివ్ ఫీలింగ్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి, కానీ ద పాజిటివ్ థింగ్స్ అనేది ఎక్కువ మ్యాగ్నిఫై అవుతాయి అని అర్థం. సో gratitude people have more positive thinking despite them having even negative feelings also. థర్డ్ మిత్ ఏంటంటే మేక్స్ అ సెల్ఫ్ ఎఫేసింగ్. సెల్ఫ్ ఎఫేసింగ్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మనం అన్నిటికీ, సపోజ్ నేను ఒక పని చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, సో ఓహో ఈ పరిస్థితుల వల్ల నేను ఈ పని చేయగలుగుతున్నాను, అన్నిటి పరిస్థితుల మీద నేను థ్యాంక్స్ అని చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతుంటే నా వర్త్ మీద నాకేమి ఇట్ బికమ్స్ వర్త్లెస్ అని ఒక ఫీలింగ్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో కానీ దట్స్ ఎ మిత్ యాక్చువల్లీ. ఓకే, కానీ స్టడీ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ అంట ఒక గ్రూప్లో ఏం చేశారంటే వాళ్ళకి ఒక డిఫికల్ట్ టెస్ట్ ఇచ్చారు, అండ్ ద ప్రైజ్ వాజ్ మనీ. ఓకే, ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ దే గేవ్ ఎ హింట్. ఎవరైతే who felt responsible or who felt gratitude, they were grateful for the hint also. So conclusion ఏంటంటే grateful people, they give credit to the others, but it's not at the expense of acknowledging their worth or talent. సో మనం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ పరిస్థితులకి గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ చూపిస్తాం, కానీ అలాగే మన టాలెంట్ లేదు అని అనుకోం. మనకు టాలెంట్ ఉంది, దాని సెల్ఫ్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ కూడా మనం వి షో, బట్ we also show gratitude to the circumstances that helped us in achieving the task. Fourth point ఏంటంటే in the midst of adversity, suppose ఎవరైనా బాధపడుతున్నారు, they are in their suffering or this, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి మనం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ చూపిస్తే it will be a misfire or a backfire. So it's not always like that. ఒకసారి ఒక చిన్న స్టడీలో ఏంటంటే ఒక స్టూడెంట్స్ని దే టోల్డ్ టు రీకాల్ అన్ అన్ప్లెజెంట్ మెమరీ, వెరీ బ్యాడ్ మెమరీ చేసుకుని అండ్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ద పాజిటివ్ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ దట్. గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఏంటంటే దే హ్యాడ్ లెస్ అన్హ్యాపీనెస్. అంటే ఈవెన్ దో దే రికగ్నైజ్ ద అన్ప్లెజెంట్ మెమరీ, దే వర్ లెస్ అన్హ్యాపీ ఆర్ దే వర్ మోర్ రెసిలియంట్ అనమాట. అలాగే ఒక ఆథర్ ఒక ఆయన ఉన్నాడు, రిచర్డ్ ఎమన్స్ అని. ఈ వెంట్ వే న్యూరోమస్కులర్ డిజార్డర్స్ అంటే ఏంటంటే మెడికల్లో ఇట్స్ ఏ డెత్ సెంటెన్స్ అనమాట. నీకు న్యూరోమస్కులర్ డిజార్డర్ ఉందంటే యు ఆర్ బౌండ్ టు డై సూనర్ ఆర్ లేటర్ ఇన్ ప్రాబ్లీ a few years or a few months. సో వాళ్ళని he told them to keep a gratitude journal, and those who kept the journal, they had more positive emotions and they had better sleep. Better sleep అంటే ఎమోషనల్ వెల్బీయింగ్ ఉన్నట్టు. సో in spite of their adverse health problems, they had a better sleep, and they were more optimistic. Finally, fifth, do you have to be religious? Do you have to be gratitude? No, this is an easy myth. You don't have to be religious to express your gratitude, because this has nothing to do with gratitude. Kaapothe endante, religious people attend more philosophical sessions or more events related to religion kabatti they tend to be more exposed to seeking the benefits of good. So వాళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే బెనిఫిట్స్ ఆఫ్ గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఉందని ప్రతి సర్మన్లో కానీ ప్రతి ఈవెంట్లో కానీ ప్రతి పూజలో కానీ తెలుస్తూ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి religious people tend to be more having more gratitude than non-religious people. These are all the myths. Next thing ఏంటంటే, what are the 3 stones of gratitude? So there are 3 dimensions of gratitude here: joy, grace, and love. Joy lo ఏంటంటే, to feel gratitude we have to be attuned to the good in our lives. Okay, joy అనేది యూజువల్గా man tends to share joy. Grief అయితే he keeps to himself, కానీ joy he always tends to share. Especially gratitude is the gateway for this joy anamata. So joy is looking for the good. Suppose once we see the good in others, we need to absorb it in our very nature of being, and that is called grace. మనం ఒకసారి గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఇస్తే కనుక we give back the gratitude to others. So ఒకళ్ళకి ఎవరికైనా మనం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ చూపిస్తే మనం ఇంకోళ్ళకి కూడా చూపిస్తాం గ్రాటిట్యూడ్, and that is called love. So joy is looking for the good, grace is receiving the good, and love is reflecting back the good, and that is called thanksgiving. You are completing the cycle between the receiving and giving. So basically we have 2 kinds of gratitude. What we take is the one of the sudden kind we feel for what we take, but the larger kind is what we give. That is also called love. So concluding, gratitude is the fabric of our lives. It powers every interaction. It is the ultimate performance enhancing substance. Despite whatever languages you are in, whatever language you speak, gratitude is an important is without language. You can express in any language you want. It's not an app that you want to install it later, but it is an operating system. It is a gifted one and not a scripted one. So gratitude lo endante, you ఇప్పుడు suppose for example I am grateful to you, and it has a very much impact rather than saying just thank you. So gratitude is such an important thing. So this is my brief take on gratitude. I'm done with the talk. So these are all the references I got. I started off with Wikipedia and Google initially. Then I started reading this Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, then Meher Baba's talk with Balna too. Then the main thing, my main focus, especially the modern philosophy, I took it from Little Book of Gratitude by Emmons. And second thing is, and other things are gratitude by Oliver Sacks. Gratitude by Oliver Sacks, a person on his deathbed, last cancer with metastasis. So how he saw gratitude in his last days of life. There's an eye-opening one. If I have the link, I'll share it in the group here. And yeah, these are all the references I've got. And this is an exhaustive and about and a brief talk on gratitude.